Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, thanks to social media, a lot of reports coming in as far as what's on the ground already. Gina in western Coventry, about 3 inches of snow. Attleboro 3, Corey Pizzatoro in North Cumberland 2.5, a report of 3 in West Gloucester, 2.5 to almost 3 in Situate. And the highest total we could find so far was 4 inches in Foster. So as expected, those far northwestern suburbs getting a little more, and then the further south you go near the coastline, not as much. So this is certainly not a blockbuster, but a nuisance because it does coincide with the evening commute. The blue is snow, and the darker blues indicating moderate to at times heavy snow. Pink's a little bit of a mixture. Notice all the precipitation breaking up a little bit out towards the Connecticut River Valley. Maybe a little bit of a lull, but it is starting to fill in just a bit with areas of green. So we do anticipate that eventual changeover to rain and sleet later on this evening and during the overnight. So while there may be a little bit of a lull in the intensity of the precipitation, it will start to pick up again later on this evening. And again, that change to sleet to eventually rain is likely from south to north. Thursday, the precipitation continues, basically a mixture to start the day. As it gets colder during the afternoon, it'll transition over to light snow. As far as anything additional, as far as heavy accumulations, not expecting that. There may be a little coating tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, additional, but nothing more than that. Snow still flying in downtown Providence right now. The temperatures, especially away from the coastline, have slipped to near the freezing mark, so it allows the snow to stick a little easier because the temperatures have dropped off just a bit. But as we widen out the view, it's really 2 storm systems with the first impulse coming through right now with the moisture, but you see a second area off to our south and west right in here, and that's going to come through overnight and through tomorrow and just kind of enhance the precipitation, that light mixture. As you can see, the colder air has settled back in for now, and why we have snow in most areas at this time. So take a look at the snowfall accumulation forecast, and really not much of a change from the thinking from yesterday and this morning. This strip of red in here, 3.5, and then this blue zone, generally 1 to 2 inches of slushy snow, and then amounts are higher as you head up towards the Worcester Hills and the Mass Pike. And here's a close-up look. And so far in this red zone, a lot of our weather watchers have been calling in with about 2 to 4 inches of snow. 1 to 2 in this blue zone, though I did get a report in Exeter, which is right about there, of 3 inches. So maybe more the exception rather than the rule, but generally 1 to 2 inches of slush, and that includes the Providence metro area. But just to the north and west, and because of the higher elevations, it's a little colder out here, the amounts are slightly higher. So for this evening, the precipitation eventually changing to sleet and rain, temperatures in the mid-30s, and then more developing during the overnight hours. And while most of it will be in the form of rain, there still may be some pockets of sleet left over in our northern suburbs. Tomorrow morning, it is a light mixture of wet snow, sleet, and rain, 30, 36. And as it gets a little colder later tomorrow afternoon, a lot of this will transition over to a light snow. But with temperatures above freezing, there's not too much in the way of any widespread additional accumulations. All right, 7-day outlook shows better weather or drier weather for Friday, mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 40s. Next storm system for Saturday is rain, and no surprise. Look at the temperature on Saturday, 54, and then drier on Sunday, partly sunny, and a temperature at 47 degrees. So, so far the accumulation forecast verifying here. You can still track the weather anytime with the Channel 12 app through iTunes on your iPhone or on your Android smartphone as well. And no surprise, I mean, 9 times out of 10, these higher elevations, these northwestern suburbs tend to get a little more snow than the coastline.
Okay, thanks, Tony.